All right, my love. So here is your mini-sode practice, companion practice for this last heavy episode. I mean, maybe it was heavy, maybe it's light. I hope you had a couple of laughs, and I hope that it opened your perception and perspective. So, what are the things that you started doing that you know is good for you? Pick one that you know is good for you that you've stopped doing, and pick it back up. And make a commitment to yourself to follow through with it for the rest of the year. I'm not going to say for a week, no, for the rest of the year, but make it something achievable. Make it something achievable. Don't pick the biggest thing that you've got, because doing something that is really, really achievable, that's not hard to do, and building the discipline and building the consistency and making the commitment to go through with it throughout the year, you're going to fall off. You're going to get back on. You're going to fall off. You're going to get back on. And hopefully those on times will get longer and longer and longer, which you're ultimately training yourself to have that discipline and have that consistency, which will ultimately carry over into the bigger goals that you strive for in your life. The things about yourself that you know that you need to overcome. This is like building that muscle, right? You don't get a bicep just because you go to the gym one day and you do some bicep curls. It's like pick it up, I put it down. I pick it up, I put it down 10,000 times. It's like that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. That's human. The second half is, I was so intrigued by the journal prompt this morning of what legacy do I wish to leave in this life? What legacy do you wish to leave in this life? And maybe you have an immediate answer, maybe not so much, but it's worth contemplating. It's worth journaling. What does it mean to leave a legacy? And it doesn't really matter. I was just going to say, to who are you striving to leave this legacy? It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like when your life is done and the people who are in your life who you've touched to whatever extent that is, what are they going to say how you impacted them the most? What is that for you? Have you ever considered that? And is the way that you're living your life, the way that you're showing up for your relationships, are you living that legacy? And be honest with yourself, right? I've shared with you, mine is empowered responsibility, taking responsibility for myself, getting out of my own way. And there's so many layers to that, and there's so much nuance to that. Nuisance. Sometimes it's a nuisance, and that's okay. But it doesn't mean that I'm letting it go, and it doesn't mean that I'm putting it down. I'm passionately pursuing it, and not just for a week, not just for a month, but for my lifetime, because I've realized that it's something that I will always perpetually need to realign on, because I'm human and you're human, okay? So what's one thing that's good for you that you know that you need to do, that you made the commitment to yourself and you keep putting down? Small, make it completely achievable. Make the commitment for the year. And what legacy do you want to leave in this life? Okay? I send you so much love. And don't forget to email me any questions, any way that I may have triggered you. Anyway, and I don't say that sarcastically. I mean, I kind of do, but not really. Like, anyway, I may have pissed you off or said something that you didn't like, that you would like clarification or you have a perspective on. I am here for it. What I say is not gospel. I love learning new perspectives. And I love, you're my teacher. Everyone is my teacher. Life is my teacher. So, yeah, send you love. See you next week.